Let's go to the next one. You ready? Easy one. This is, by the way, for all my coaching members, this is an assignment for the month of September. I want you to mail your top 50 customers 2 CMAs a year. Your top 50 customers, 2 CMAs a year, and I'm talking old school snail mail. I'm talking printed out like you were going on a listing pitch, drop it in the mail, lots of photos, lots of details, with a handwritten note. Trey, I was thinking about you. Just want to keep you updated on what's going on with home prices. There's a lot of noise in the marketplace. If you want to know the facts, call me. Otherwise, see you around town. Or however you talk to your friends. Does that make sense? But 2 times a year. So in your notes, write this down. That should be scheduled 2 times a year. Which means, David, I go into my calendar and I'm like, June 7th, December 7th, repeat until I die. Does that make sense? And it's a project that we do in June, it's a project we do in December or July and January, I don't care. But we have to operationalize this or it's just an idea. Now remember, you're not gonna do everything, but you have to do video. You with me? Especially, will you just stand up for a second? Stand up. Okay, stand up. Okay, can we get a camera on this gorgeous gal real fast? No, you don't even have to hand her a microphone. I want the camera. Camera dude, get over here. He's like carrying an 80-pound bag. Okay, now put the glasses back on. Okay, so look into the camera. Tell them who you are. Oh, I do need the microphone. Hand him the mic. Now watch this, guys. Tell them who you are and where you're from.
I'm Jan Stout, and I'm from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. First of all, just give her a giant round of applause. Now, here's why I want the camera on her. Stunning woman. I love the natural hair color. I love the glasses. The contrast to your blue eyes. The fact you're wearing a Tom Ferry sweater.
And I'm freezing.
Because you're freezing. It's like that for 4 days. It's very different from the Virgin Islands here.
Right.
You do shows and you do about town, what's happening in the islands, what are the parties, who's coming in, what yachts do we see most of the time, on and on and on and on, and then you run ads to Miami, to, northern Miami, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Northern Miami, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
Don't forget Boston.
And Boston, right? Because we know who goes to the Virgin Islands. And she's pushing all of her content at all of those people. And then one day, after too many Goombay smashes, they say, honey, let's buy a house. Where's that gal with the blue glasses? You with me?
Got it.
Like, I would never get 6 pairs of the blue glasses.
Oh, I like red ones too.
You have red ones too?
Yeah.
Stick with the blue.
Okay.
Now, should she do it? What do you guys think? Give her a huge round of applause.
Thank you.
So glad you're here. All right, so you ready? Shh, let's go to the next one. Ooh. Just look at the point. Systematically ask for a referral 3 times during the transaction. That is about as old school as it gets. We all know this. If I asked you to share with your buddy, in your closing transaction process, what are the 3 times you do it? I would argue, my friends, if you truly want to dominate the referral side of your business, you should look at these as an example. When to sign the listing agreement, should you ask for a referral right there on the spot? What do you guys think? Doug, you know what's gonna happen. The moment I put that sign in front of your house, all your neighbors are gonna come up and go, Doug, you're selling? We were thinking about selling too. And that's gonna be an opportunity for you to share why you ultimately chose us because of our service and our marketing and our connection. If you're not asking for a referral in that moment, knowing that when one home sells, 2 or 3 more come on the market, we all know the stats. Number 2, I said this politely. When they say thank you for making that happen, what I really mean is when they're like, I'm really sorry, I was really mean and you were right. That's usually a really good chance to say, Doug, no problem, but this is an opportunity to see what I do and maybe share with the people that you know that are thinking about buying and selling how we do it differently here. Maybe it's after the mega open house when the seller's like this, you just had 300 people through my house. This was insane. I mean, you told me you were going to make it big. That's an opportunity. When you solve a complex problem, when all the contingencies are removed, when you hand them the keys, and when you stop by the day of their move to bring them something to eat or some water or a bottle of wine or a pizza or whatever you do, to just congratulate them again and remind them that who else do you know that's maybe thinking about it. Does that make sense? One of my dear mentors, Jim Rohn, this is what he said all the time, right? We know we got to add it to our checklist. That's the no-brainer. But this is the point. How do you get what you want out of life? You got to ask. I can hear Jim Rohn say, you got to ask. It's not that hard. Just ask. Let's go to the next one. You ready? This is my all-time favorite. Okay, hold on. Look up here, guys. There's two ways to do this with people. Personally, I know a lot of people that know a lot of people, but they never go deep with anyone. Do you guys know people like that? Like they're like, hey man, good to see you, what's up, Dad? But you know they know nothing about you and you know nothing about them. I would rather have deep, meaningful conversations with people, and I do it at scale. At scale, I go deep with people. Because one of my personal clients, I would argue one of the greatest real estate minds in the business today, this is how he built his business, Steve. Going on coffee meetings, 3 to 5 meetings every single week. It's just so funny because I put it up and you all put your phones up like this. I'm gonna put all the slides in the app. Oh, now he tells us. Matter of fact, okay, do you guys want to see something awesome? Okay, Gino Bafari, are you in the room? Gino Bafari, tell me you're in the room. Gino Bafari, CEO of a little company called Home Services of America. Gino, no, I'm going to hand him this microphone. I want him on this. Gino, get up here. Ladies and gentlemen, Gino Bafari in the house. What's up, baby? This is my Saturday morning at 9 a.m. call. Every Saturday I get to talk to, arguably, well, you'll be, number 1 or number 2 on the most influential list, certainly next year, CEO of all of Home Services. There's the questions, but I'm going to make him do it from memory. So, Gino, what are the 18 questions you ask at coffee meetings?
Okay, got it. Guess I wasn't paying too good of attention over there, Tom.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. So any case, just so I can
Tell
frame
him, yeah.
Yeah, just so
Tell
I
him
can
what you
frame
do.
it for you a bit. I would take someone from my center of influence or past client and have coffee with them. And I had these 18 questions that I would ask them. It'd take about 30 minutes and just nice and slow. And of course, if they think you're interrogating them, you're doing it wrong. So it'd just be, so how would you describe what you do? And then how'd you get started? Where are you originally from? What's your current family situation? What was your family situation growing up? Were you active in school? Give me a memory that stands out. Who from your childhood had the biggest impact on you? What'd that person teach you? If you looked at your life as a radar scope, there'll be highs, there'll be lows. Give me one of the highs. What does that tell you about yourself? There's the neighbor. Let's see. You threw me off just now. Okay, so let's see. Okay,
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows, yeah. If I did the radar scope, yeah. So give me one of the lows. What does that tell you about yourself? Some things that can get very emotional. Okay. What does the future hold for you? If a young person was asking you advice on how to advise them, what would you tell them? And then when it's all over, and you kind of just gauge their age. So if let's say they're 50 years old, you say, let's fast forward 50 years. It's all over. How do you want to be remembered? And they'll tell you. Now, here's the thing on that. You just did an interview. You connected with them, and Alan Dalton sitting over there, and he always used to say, it's not about your sphere of influence, it's how you influence your sphere, right?
Yeah.
But in any case, with that and the law of reciprocity, they want to know the same thing about you. But what you do is you have another meeting coming right in 30 minutes. So they have to leave, and then they're going to say, I want to know that same thing about you, and you've got a chance to connect them for that second appointment. But the other thing it does is in their reticular activating system part of their brain, they're going to have a magic ear that anytime somebody talks about selling or buying, they're going to connect with you.
Why is that?
What's that?
Why?
It's just the law of reciprocity, and you made them aware of it. They're actually aware. It's the same reason why we review our goals every day and we do those things every day is so you can attract it to come in. So you just did it to them.
I love it. And how many times a week would you do it? 3 times, 2 times, 7 times?
It depends. In a perfect world, it'd be, a couple times a week.
Yeah, a couple times a week. Can we give him a huge round of applause? I just pulled him up randomly. That was pretty nice, though. You nailed it.
What's that?
You nailed it.
Yeah, good.
All right, Gino Bafari, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention, brother. Pay attention. All right. Now, he said it. You take the time to go deep with someone, I bet you might want to bring tissues also, because some people will really open up. It's in that moment of connection that you dig your moat and you build your castle. Make sense? Yes or no? Okay, let's keep going. Next one. Everybody understands the game today is experiences. So how can you make the real estate transaction a more memorable experience? And here's the key. Please write this in your notes. You've got to do it at scale, which means every time you do a deal, this happens. It's in your schedule, it's in your checklist, it's a part of your DNA for how you do deals. One of our wonderful clients, Glenda Baker, created a Supplies and Delight campaign for every client that goes under contract. So here's what she does. She sends them 25 cupcakes. 25 cupcakes. Now you just sold your home or you bought your home. It's now in escrow or pending. It's stressful. And all of a sudden these 25 cupcakes show up. And by the way, you might want to write this in your notes. Knowing Glenda, she would go onto your Instagram page, find a photo of your child, and make the face of every one of the cupcakes your child. Is that the next level? What do you guys think? And then Gantry, she puts in this note. Dear Tom and Kathy, we're so excited about your new home at 123 Banana Street. This is the first milestone on the road to closing. There's going to be 25 days to get through contingencies. Enjoy the 25 cupcake countdown. This is my favorite part as we navigate through the contract to a successful close. Here's to a smooth and sweet closing process. Glenda and the Diamond Squad. Glenda Baker, I think she's inside the room. Glenda, will you please stand up? Give her a huge round of applause. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So what do you do once the client goes under contract? Besides drink. Oh, that's contingencies removed, then you drink. Think about it. What could you do that makes the stressful part of the transaction more enjoyable, or at least makes you more favorable? Let's look at the next one. This is a no-brainer. This should just be automatic. After every closing, have flowers delivered to your client's office. How many of you are doing this now? Raise your hands. Okay, so I see 2 hands, 5,500 people. Now, can someone tell me why I would want to send the flowers to their office and not their house? Why would I want? Why? Because everyone sees it. Okay, it's just not working. Here, because you want them to walk up and go, oh my God, why do you have flowers? Oh my God, you must have been great last night. Actually, it's from my realtor. And suddenly they're saying, hey, let me tell you about my real estate agent, but what's the hook? Then I send them a bomb, thank you for working with me video, and they go like this. Check it out, it's my agent. Look what she sent me. And you're like, hey, I just want to say congratulations again on your new property. I'm so happy for you. I thought the least I could do was send you some flowers to your office just to continue to brighten up your day. Congratulations again, lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Video ends. Flowers are delivered. Everyone at the office is now talking. What's going on with that agent? What's going on with that person? Does that make sense? Who wants more agent-to-agent referrals? Okay, tell your neighbor the city you work in the most. What's the city you work in the most? Now, I can certainly reference, Andy, a lot of amazing agents in the room. Melissa Menard, who did a Tom X on this years back, got up and basically said, I'll pay a referral fee to an agent any day of the week because they're going to set it up for me to go in and take the listing and make it a no-brainer. But the key is she's operationalizing it, Ann. That's the hook. So 3 ways. Go through your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and identify agents that are in high referability cities. Now, where's my buddy Steve, right? Stevie Cohen, he knows at events, you meet as many great people as possible and you add them to your database. So do me a favor, look around the room really fast, because there's another 5,499 people that you need to add into your database. Now, here's what's great. Have you filled out your profile on the app? You now have your welcome access to all of the amazing people inside this room to find referrals, to create relationships. But watch this. I would argue you should also upload all the agents in your town that you've ever done a transaction with. A buddy of mine, do you guys know the name Chris Heller? Right? Used to run a little company called Keller Williams, right? Was at Loan Depot. He's now at Ojo, a great company out of Austin, a tech company. I was working with Chris when he was an agent in San Diego many, many moons ago. We were both growing up in the business together. At every event he went to, he would take, David, the top 20 notes that he learned, the top 20 ideas, scripts, marketing strategies, and he would send it to every agent on his list to help them get better, to do more business, but ultimately to stay top of mind. Does that make sense? Let's keep going. Oh, I gave you the list. Plan of action. Communicate every 30 to 45 days. Stay top of mind. Email, video, text. Schedule 2 to 3 times a year where you get together face to face. But the big one is you got to go out of your way to refer them business. That it's not just a me, me, me. So, Stephen, how many times a year do you come to LA? Twice a year? I got 2 Stevens. That's good. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my buddy Steve Cohen right here from New York City. But I'm glad you come twice too. So Steve will call me and say, hey, I'm coming to LA. He's from New York City. Steve Cohen, stand up. Everybody say hello, Steve Cohen, right? Brilliant agent. What's going on, man? You're like, I'm just standing up. Okay. I usually expect a big smile out of your face. And he'll call and say, yeah, I'm going to go to LA. I'm going to go network. I'm going to go talk to agents. I'm going to go connect with my referral partners. Stay top of mind. Have fun. Have dinner. Have drinks. And the referrals keep coming. Give him a nice big round of applause. All right, let's keep going. I love this one. I think once a quarter or annual, you should market every single person that sent you a referral. So Shauna, every client, every agent that referred you an expired listing or whatever it may be, every single one of them. And I got this, by the way. Ryan Serhant sends me this, and he's like, what do you think about this? I'm like, dude, that is a brilliant idea. Because it shows how referable you are and how many people want to do business with you.